got the horses in the back, horse stock is attached. Head is matted black, got the bushes black and mad.
What's up? It's Trippy, and I haven't been on here in a long time due to personal issues, which I mainly want to speak on today because I don't want to say I have mental problems, but I deal with some stuff, and I kind of feel like you guys could kind of relate to where I come from, and so I'm just gonna get on here and start speaking on certain things, you know. So today is kind of about like mental health, and it's like how mental health correlates to relationships. Recently I just got in a relationship in like June of this year, 2019. And when I first started dating, it was actually you can hear it in the background, but I was actually going through a rough patch. I was actually very depressed, and I was just going through a lot. I've been dealing with depression since maybe like 6th grade. I don't really like to talk about it because people kind of feel like you try to, you know, use that as like a sympathy card or to get attention. So that's why I tend to not talk about it or bring it up. I've talked to my mom about things like this. You know, she'll sit down and she'll talk to me and she'll give me options, stuff like medication and stuff. And I'm just like, I'm not finna get on medication because to me, it technically just, it makes it worse. I feel like it makes it worse. It makes you get even worse. So anyways, blah, blah, blah. I was depressed when I first started dating in June of 2019, which is this year. And the boy I'm dating, the same person now, you know, he's very helpful and he's caring, you know. But the thing is, it's tricky because since I kind of started dating him when I was depressed, he made me happier, you know, which is good. You know, it's good that he made me happier, but not only did he make me happier, but he like produced my happiness because like I kind of had no happiness then, like at all. Like I wasn't happy with nothing. So when he kind of came around, it kind of like I wrapped my whole life around him, you know, because I was depressed, you know. I kind of latched on. I feel like when people are depressed, they kind of do this toxic thing to where they try to latch on, you know, to the best source they can get, and sometimes they end up hurting others because they're trying to suck life for themselves. Meanwhile, the other person, instead of giving them stuff, and it's draining to other people too. It's draining. I know it's draining because I've been drained and I feel like I've drained people. But I started basing my happiness off of him because I didn't really have any. I didn't know, you know, that happiness was supposed to come from myself. I felt like happiness was supposed to come from, you know, whoever gave it to you. But the best way to put it is, you know, a significant other, a family member, yada, 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 they're not supposed to, friends, they're not supposed to produce your happiness. They're supposed to boost your happiness. You're supposed to produce your own happiness, if you kind of get where I'm going with this. If you don't produce your own happiness, if you think about it, if you're in a relationship and they produce your happiness, soon as, you know, one argument happened or maybe y'all break up, you know, forbid, but if y'all break up, your source is cut off. So you kind of just left there crumbling, you know, don't know what you're about to do because you have wrapped your whole happiness around a person. When you wrap your happiness around a person, you're pretty much wrapping your world around a person. You're wrapping your life around a person. And when you do that, it leaves you in a very vulnerable state. And see, which I had figured out, you know, a few weeks ago, I was really down and I was messed up, and me and the person I was dating got into one argument, and it kind of set everything off for me. It triggered me. It messed me up. You got to learn what triggers you. And it triggered me. And I guess it triggered me because I have like abandonment issues. So I'm scared of like being left. I don't want to be alone. You know, that's something I'm working on, that you have to figure out, you know, that you have to be happy by yourself if you end up by yourself. But we got in an argument. It triggered it. And the only reason I would say I have abandonment issues is because the fact is that I was depressed when we first started dating. So with me starting to date him and becoming happy, like, you know, feeling like I'm getting some happy source, like, you feel me? Like, if he leaves me, then I'm scared that I'm gonna return back to the state of which I came from. Which is scary to think of, you know. Sorry I did my eyes like that, a little creepy. But just today I cried, but I cried because I was like so happy, because today, out of all the years in my life, and I mean all the years in my life, I went in the bathroom and I just looked in the mirror, and I feel like I've complimented myself, but I have never looked myself dead in my eyes and told myself I was beautiful and that I was very valuable. And when I did that, it was like the best feeling ever. Like, it was such an ecstatic feeling, to the point of which you want to feel it over and over again. And that's when I realized that my happiness is now coming from me and not anybody else's. I am glad, I am blessed to have the people in my life that I have in my life. But what y'all have to realize is that I want to just put it like, I feel like you shouldn't need people. Yes, you do need to talk to somebody if you're going through stuff and stuff like that. But like, as in needing a bunch of people in your life, you don't technically need a bunch of people in your life. You just want those people in your life. When people, that's what I don't understand. When people like date and stuff, they start to tell each other that they need each other, you know, even though it's good to feel like you severely want them there, they tell them that they need them, which in reality, you don't need me and I don't need you, but I want you in my life. If I want you in my life, that's way different, because me, I don't want to latch on to anybody and have them produce my happiness. I want to produce my own happiness. So you need yourself. You need yourself before you get anybody else. And that's just what I'm saying. And how they be like, you complete me, you're like, we're like half and half. No, I want us to be whole and whole when we meet or when we start to go together or something like that. Because in order for you to find love in your relationship and figure more out about the person that you're with, you need to figure out everything about yourself. Like recently, I just recently figured out I had abandonment issues. I recently just realized I did have a problem with my dad stepping out. I realized that, when I sat down and I thought about it, and I just thought about all of it that I've been through, I was just like, sorry for smacking my lips, but I was just like, that's crazy, that somebody can walk out your life. And when he did that, it really messed me up, because it was like scary. Like, I was not used to being around older men until maybe 2 years ago. I didn't like to be around any of my uncles. When they had cookouts when I was younger, I was scared to be around men. I didn't care who it was. I don't care how nice they were. I was scared to be around them, because there's other stuff in the dealings with him just abandoning me, But you don't talk about everything. But it's like, it really mucked me up. I finally figured out that I have to put my trust in some people. Like, I can't not trust everybody. You'll eventually learn to trust people. That's all I'm saying. But all in all, with these relationships, stop basing your happiness off of somebody else, and stop thinking they're supposed to provide you happiness. They're supposed to produce you happiness. Because by you doing that, you're being selfish towards yourself, and you're being selfish towards them. Because now you're expecting them to do more than what they're supposed to do. And you're expecting yourself to eat off of that, which is not healthy at all. And I just want y'all to know, like, if anybody needs any advice, need to talk about anything, I'm here, because I go through stuff too, and I really want to talk to people about stuff like this. Like, I made an account, but when I made that account and I was helping people and I was giving people advice, I was anonymous, and I stopped because my health deteriorated. I'm not crying. My throat. Like, I'm just looking in this camera. I just feel so, like, beautiful right now. I just feel so cute. Because I really feel like I've accomplished a lot of things. Today is just a wonderful day. Today is a wonderful day today. Like, but I really do, like, love all of y'all. And if y'all need any advice, to just come to me. But just remember to, don't do that. Love yourself first. And if you need a little help on loving yourself, hit me up. Hit Trippy up, you know. Hit me up on Instagram at trippy_.bb. Baby. Which means baby. You can hit me up on Snapchat at LDonaldson76. LDONALDSON76. AKA Sweet Thing. Trippy_.bb on Instagram is TRIPPIE_.BEBE. And I can give you advice, but typically I am outgoing, goofy person. Everybody deals with stuff. That's just how I feel. Everybody deals with stuff. Some may deal with more than others. Some may deal with less. Some may deal with more complicated things. But everybody deals with things. So if you need me, hit me up.
Till I can't no more. I got the horses in the bag, horse stock is attached.